Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, breaking down the NFL draft. On the LSU side, we got Billy Gomilla on the line, taking a look at the offensive line. You lose a ton of guys. You got your center, Lloyd Cushenberry. He is factoring in pretty prominently on some NFL draft boards. Sadiq Charles as well at offensive tackle. Damian Lewis at guard. Kind of talk about their pluses and minuses.
Well, Lloyd's a really consistent player. He's not that physically dominant guy, but he doesn't get beat very often. He's got really long arms for a center, which is great. I could kind of see him sliding into the kind of that zone blocking type of scheme you see a lot of teams running. Thinking back to like say the Mike Shanahan Broncos, teams like that, or the St. Louis Rams who now kind of do that. Sadiq Charles, great athlete, great feet. Definitely think he has the talent to be an NFL left tackle. He just had some discipline problems here. He missed a big chunk of the season with some suspensions, and it's going to be a question of can you keep him focused. I don't ever remember him being in, legal trouble, but I think there were some failed drug tests and things of that nature that, just sapped his playing time some. But when he's healthy and when he's focused, he can be a really, really good left tackle. He can, really punish guys. And Damian Lewis is kind of a throwback player, much more of that classic, double team and go to the next level, drive blocking kind of guard. And man, when he locks on a guy, he gets him on the ground. Just big, strong guy. Kind of old school compared to the modern NFL, where more and more teams are, using those zone blockers and want those more athletic guys that can work in space. Not quite his game, but if you're looking for a guy that, for example, like the Tennessee Titans with Derrick Henry and how much they want to run the ball, if that's the kind of game you want to have, he's a fit for that kind of an offense.
Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, breaking it down with Billy Gomilla, who's covered LSU football for a long time and helps us out on a regular basis. And we're breaking it down on the defensive side. Please like, comment, share the videos on social media, and subscribe if you love college football. Rashard Lawrence, Braden Fehoko on the defensive line. What are your thoughts coming away from their careers in the Bayou?
Well, Rashard Lawrence, huge recruit, came in, great locker room guy, very much kind of from the time he was a freshman, kind of one of the adults in the room. And I think if he would have stayed healthy, he could have been a much more disruptive defender. Great, big, strong, physical guy at the point of attack, really developed as a good two-gap lineman in LSU's 3-4 type of defense. And I think that's probably what he does in the NFL or plays in a scheme similar to that. But, if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a lot more talent to be, kind of an upfield disruptor type than he's shown. Braden Fehoko, kind of the opposite, was much more of a quick upfield guy and got on the field a lot in passing downs for LSU, but also a really strong, powerful player at the point of attack. Neither one of those guys are going to blow you off the page as far as their quickness, but they're both big, strong guys. Fehoko struggled with a shoulder problem a little bit. I'm wondering how much NFL teams will ding him for that, but they're healthy. They're both guys I could see being good rotational type NFL players for a long time.
Both guys coming off a season in which they racked up 6 tackles for loss each. Lawrence, 28 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and Fehoko with 17 tackles and got in on 1 sack.